Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to break this into a couple of videos. By the time you see this, it will already be a couple of different videos. But that's me saying it as I'm recording, not while I'm doing it. Kill his minions or he'll overwhelm you.
Well, are you a pretty lass?
Are you a pretty
Watch your
lass?
tongue.
You can hush up, you dwarf.
Nobody talks to old Hemet like that.
Ah!
I go first.
But I get an extra card.
So what that was the coin toss, which you had been seeing at the beginning of every other match, which says, I go first. If you go first, that means you get to play your cards first, but if you go second, that means you get
This reminds me of the time
another
I was
card.
stalking
You
the
get
great
4 instead of 3,
tiger.
and then you withdraw into your 4th, and you draw into your 5th here.
It's beast hunting time.
You can hush, crazed hunter. Alright, so the only thing I can do is play this, because it's 1 mana, and I'll just
Beast. I'll make a trophy of it.
use it to pop that. That's just fine with me.
Hey, now you're probably used to fighting against minions. Hemet fights his own battles.
Ah!
I have some tricks of my own, dwarf.
See, this is introducing another new mechanic in the game. Every hero has their own unique hero power. So since it's the only thing I can do, you can use your hero power once per turn, and it always costs 2 mana. So what you can do is, what the mage class can do, is it can do 1 damage to anything. And since there's nothing else on the board apart from him, I'll do that.
Job done.
And he'll do that because he's a jerk. And also, the maps...
1 health. A perfect target.
Uh-huh. The board can be played with, so you can click around, watch things happen. Click the gem out of the eye. Click the eyes, snap the vines. Coconuts, which I only recently realized were there. So what I can do is pop that myself, which costs 2, and then play this, which costs 1. This card is informally known as the "Hey look, I got my beta key," or the "Hey look, I just started playing" card, because it's almost never used. You almost never see this card outside of the tutorial. So what do I want to do here? I want to do this. I want to play my other taunt minion. What I could have done was played my polymorph card to turn this into a 1/1 sheep. Instead of being whatever it is, it becomes a 1/1 sheep. However, I choose not to do that. And just hit him in the face.
Maybe I should go back to writing.
Ah, now he plays his own taunt, but that's fine. Because what I can do... Ooh, I can do this. I can do that. And then I can do this. Probably should have done it the other way around, but oh well. I'll use my minion to attack his minion. Since this one's more durable, since this one has more health, it survives. And now he has to go through this taunt to get to me.
Down before my huge bog creature.
I need to find a way to
I really like this
neutralize
card.
that thing.
I like this card a lot. I played it when I'll explain it when I get later on, but since it has 3 attack and 6 health, it's very difficult to get rid of unless you have this, which turns it into a sheep.
Oh, that's no fair.
And then, since polymorph is 4 mana, it's a 4 mana spell, and this costs 2 mana, very frequently you can play both in the same turn, just to add insult to injury. So you can turn something into a sheep, and then just pop it with your hero power, and the opponent can't do anything about it. So I'll probably do that again, this turn. So I will do this, turn his taunting minion into a sheep, pop it with my own, and then hit him in the face again. Hee hee. Ah, that's a spell. So he's using that spell to do damage to that. He's using his hero power to do damage to my minion again. And what this minion has is the ability to summon something else onto the board with it. So this the Razorfat Hunter, when you play it, it brings a 1/1 boar onto the board. So it's a good early game card to have. Early game meaning when you have around like 1 to 4 mana, because it gets 2 minions on the board instead of just 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this. And I don't like having that on the board, but I'm not too worried about it, so I'm going to just play my Wolf Rider, and then hit him in the face for 3, because these two minions together can only do 3 damage to this minion, which has 5 health. And they will both die because this does 3 attack. Ah, that's annoying. That's also annoying. Well, that's slightly irritating. I'm not happy about this. But what I can do is play my Nightblade, and my Raid Leader, and he's pretty much dead, unless he does that. But he's still basically dead. I don't think there's any way you can really lose these games, unless you just really play poorly. Oh god. Okay, so let's draw 2 more cards. Oh, and he's dead anyway. I'll just hit him in the face with a spell. Boom! Victory, and that gives us a Reckless Rocketeer, which has the ability to charge, and it's very good to have when your enemy plays something that has 5 health, and you just want to get rid of it right away. And our last tutorialistic foe, Illidan Stormrage. And this fight is... This is not a fun one. Good lord, I've been playing for half an hour.
Illidan Stormrage.
Illidan Stormrage. Yeah, this fight is totally not fair. Blame the terrible game designers.
You are not
Prepared! Yeah, I know I'm not prepared.
I don't know. I just played 5 missions.
Cat friend, do you think I'm prepared? I don't think the cat thinks I'm prepared. Oh boy. Well, at least I'm going second. And what happens now is he has that thing, which is just a giant, what?
I don't have
Sea
any cards
dragon?
that cost 1 mana.
Snake?
This will be fun.
Yeah, so I don't have anything I can play because I have no 1 mana cost cards. And he has the hero power to summon 2 additional minions, so this fight does get very difficult. And he also has weapons, which are in the game.
The hatred of 10,000 years.
Weapons are things that certain enemies have, that certain classes have, and when you attack with them, they do a certain amount of damage, but you can only use them a certain amount of times. So this one has 2 durability, but since he already used it once, it's now down to 1, but he can still do 2 damage with it. So I'm gonna play my Crocolisk, and hopefully I can win this. So he uses his other attack. Shoot 5. What?
Stare into the eyes of the betrayer.
That's not cool. Dude. Not cool. I'll just use that and hit him in the face with it. That's new. I don't remember that being in there.
Who shall be next to taste my blades?
Probably that thing. Yep. So he hits it, and when you have a weapon, you take the damage of whatever minion you're hitting. Unless you have armor, which is something that mages don't have.
Nothing of power.
Unless they put certain minions in the game. But actually, I don't think mages can get armor at all. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Who knows? Who knows? So do I want to do it this? Do I want to play this and have just a stronger minion on the board? But he can attack both of those and himself into it? Or do I want to play this and have a taunt up and heal myself and just pop the other one myself? It's options. I want to have that on the board because it's stronger, and he has to do more to get rid of it. He could do that, for example. Come on! Oh, he does it into my face. Fun. But he does attack it himself, and he takes 3 damage from hitting it. and then he puts both of his Flames of Azeroth minions into it, killing them both. Nice. So I think I will do this again, and then I'll play this to heal myself back up. So we're at about the same amount of health. Oh god.
Behold the power of the demon.
That's a terrible thing to have. That's not something I want. I don't like that. It's not good. But since it cost him 6 mana, it took him his entire turn to play it, and to do that damage. So, yeah. I still have 5 damage on the board, and he took 3 damage from hitting himself in the face with this, hitting my minion with his face. And it does 4 damage that he can do twice to the same thing. So what I think I'm going to do is play this minion, which does 3 straight away. Then hit him again for 3 and for 2, and then put this up just to give him more things to have to go through. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to win. Yep, he just did 3 damage to himself, and he's dead next turn. Nice. He's going to summon the Flames of Azeroth. That does nothing to me. Ah, Darkscale Healer. What this minion does, as it says on the card, it restores 2 health to all friendly characters. Which means everything on your side of the board and yourself. So, if you have something that has taken damage, for example, if my Nightblade had taken 2 damage, this would have healed it back up to 4. However, I can just do this.
Such arrogance.
Yep, and hit him in the face, and I win. And there we go.
I cannot believe it. You and your mage deck are unstoppable.
So this unlocks another spell, which does 3 damage randomly split among enemy characters. So when you play it, it does 1, 2, 3. It hits 3 missiles out onto the board and hits anything that's on the enemy side of the board. And that's the tutorial from Hearthstone. So I can go into practice mode and show you the other classes. I'll just show you the other classes. There's also I'll show you everything on this menu first before I go into the actual playing of my own profile. And actually, if you guys even like these videos, who knows? So there's a shop where you can buy cards with in-game gold, which you win in by completing certain quests or certain objectives, or in arena mode, which I don't play. There's quests, which you unlock. Yeah, by unlocking the other classes. I can just show you on this page. So there's mages, which I've just shown you. There's shamans, which have a different ability. And there's druids, paladins, warlocks, hunters, warriors, rogues, and priests. All of them have their own different playstyle. They have their own hero abilities, they have their own spells, they have their own minions. There's just a lot going on. And you can practice them all in the practice mode, normal mode, or expert mode, which is just a little bit harder. Its practice mode is against the AI. It's against the computer. And there's also the Naxxramas Adventure.
Cannot be stopped. You are too late.
Which I don't have on this profile because I just started this profile for the sake of making the tutorial videos. There's the Naxxramas Adventure, which is just you go through a certain number of fixed number of matches against AI-controlled opponents, and you just unlock a bunch of cards, and there's going to be more adventures coming, and I can't wait for those to happen. But as you go through Naxxramas, you unlock more cards and just more variability. And then there's the collection mode, which just shows you all of the cards that you can have.
This is a great place to make a custom deck with your favorite cards.
Yep. So you can click New Deck and make a mage deck, because that's the only class I have. And this just lets you select all the cards. It shows you every card you have, and all the cards you have access to. These are all the basic cards. These are the cards that come with the game. So anytime you start up a game, anytime you start up a profile in Hearthstone, these are the cards you automatically unlock after completing the tutorial. And then there's the crafting mode, which involves arcane dust. Dust comes from arena mode, but also from disenchanting cards. You can only have 2 copies of a given card. So for example, you can only have 2 Grimscale Oracles. But if you buy a pack of them from the shop, or you just get them from arena mode, which is just a random draft mode. Arena mode, you go in, you pick between 3 heroes, and then you have to pick a deck of cards that are randomly given to you and just try and win. And I suck at it. But if you get more than one copy of a card, you can go into crafting mode, disenchant it, and give you dust to craft a card you need. So each card has a certain disenchant bonus. That's how much dust you get from disenchanting it, and how much it costs to make that card. And they've made this game very good at being able to give you the cards you need, or being able to make the cards you need if you don't have them. So there's a lot going on in this game. I've been recording for 40 minutes. This video is going to be cut up into several pieces. Hopefully you guys liked it. I won't find out until the end of this video, however many times I split it, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do, I'll go in and play as my own profile, and who knows, I might even try streaming this? I might also just switch this out for FTL Wednesdays? Who knows? But actually, for the moment, I think I'm just going to have these videos go up on Mondays, as you will see them on the channel. They will already be up on Mondays, and if you guys do like them all, I will play them on my legitimate profile, which has so many more cards, has all the heroes unlocked, and all the classes and all the decks unlocked. So, well, it just has more. It doesn't have everything. It doesn't have all the cards. I would like to have them someday. But anyway, I've been recording for far too long, and this is going to be going up in several parts, so I hope you've enjoyed them all by the time you get to this video. I hope you've enjoyed everything I've shown you so far. And be sure to like and share and subscribe if you enjoyed everything. Leave some comments in the comments section below. Give some feedback. I do pay attention to all that. And I will see you next time. Till then.